Hey Richard, this is the process diagram using the Jerry's VSL that you showed me yesterday. This is integrated with the one phone call close method, which what that is you try to get them on the phone as soon as possible, get them to sign an engagement letter, within the first few minutes after getting the lead, knowing that they're qualified. So this is the more complex campaign. Some of the things we need to talk about the technical things, but we can take this and break it down to just a simple stuff to get started. Um, Obviously, we probably want to do the simple stuff to get started until we don't want to invest all the time into what we need to do to build out the whole process because it's relatively complex. Um, but let me show you the whole idea of what it is and how I use this very same process for veterans and solved a lot of problems. So the problems is on the front end, I think you did that with the videos, and we need to do that with the ads is um, so that they won't make bad comments and they will go along with you or fill out the information. They will look at you as the authority to build trust. Now, within here, what you want to do is veterans and families of veterans are very difficult to get a hold of. Some, they drop off the face of the earth sometimes. So, what you want to do is the first time you get a hold of them, you want to make sure you try to get as much information as you can and at least get an engagement letter signed. And once you get an engagement letter signed, obviously that's good for us, right? Because that becomes a client, right? So let me walk through the process with you on how this works. I'm going to go walk through. I try to do linear, and then come back and explain some of the stuff as much as I can. So the Facebook lead ad, it starts with Facebook lead ad. It goes to Jerry's VSL story that you showed me yesterday. And if they they have to fill out a form, so it's a pop-up form. They become a new lead. It goes into high level. Then the next step is they take a survey, right? So they take a survey and they're either qualified or not qualified. If they're qualified, we want to go ahead and get a mini commitment, which is to schedule appointment to talk with somebody. Once they do that, they send them to the thank you. Now, here's the strategy that comes in that I added on top of the calendar. So, say, for example, today is Thursday and they schedule a meeting for next Thursday. There's probably a 50% chance that they forget or won't show up, right? Um, so the best thing that you can do is try to get a hold of them immediately. So what we do is we have that's why this is called the one phone call close method, is you call them even though you have the appointment, you would create a campaign to call them immediately within the first 5 minutes. So this right here goes to the client, which is the law firm. This goes to the prospect, and this nuance that you have to do within this campaign, which is you have to create an e-doc, which is the client engagement agreement. You want to send it to the prospect right here before the client calls, right? So what happens is the client calls, you send them a notification, hey, you got a lead, send them an email, you got a lead that we're going to call you. So this is an auto call. You call them. If it's not connected, we send a voicemail to the prospect saying, hey, we tried to call you. Could we get a hold of you? text the prospect too, so at least they try to call back. And obviously, we want to email them too. Okay. So that's just a one time cycle. We can repeat that. We can repeat the phone call to do double tap or triple tap. But if they do a meeting, obviously they have the agreement, they talk, they're qualified, get the engagement letter signed, boom, thank you very much, you won. Now, if they're not qualified, they're stopped. So obviously, this stops all the campaign, so they don't get any kind of reminder sequence to for appointment or anything like that. So, and obviously, if there's they booked an appointment and they didn't show up, you still have the backup of the appointment, which is that's the goal is they book an appointment, and then you go ahead and call or give them a reminders, um, giving them reminders to the appointment. Okay, so this is the confirmation reminders. If they cancel or re-cancel, this is the sequence on that. And if they book a call, right? So this a reminder is it's going to text the client, auto call, and have a meeting. So that's the sequence on that, and this is sequence for if they cancel a reminder. So all of this, this automation process, it helps saves time. So what you actually have three layers of trying to contact. You have call them immediately, call them based on appointment, and if they don't show up or reschedule, then you have the reschedule or cancel or stuff like that. Okay. Right here, this is where you will come in. Is if they visit the web page and um, they didn't convert, right? And we know they watch a percentage of the videos or not, or they didn't convert, we want to send them the follow-up email and try to get them to convert again. Okay, we may create a landing page, but I don't think we need to. We just send them to the same landing page and try to get them into the funnel and that. So this is basically, and obviously you can retarget them. You probably can retarget them, using propellant media too once they're in the landing page. So you can retarget them to do a lot of things. Obviously, if they've gone through the funnels on that, we want to make sure um, we exit them out of the sequence and have different messages based on Jerry and the law firm and Michael and stuff like that. So we want to have emails ready for that. It depends on how much, again, we want to build, right? So this is a VSL funnel based on something that I did before that worked really well in getting people to sign up as soon as we can. So it will validate whatever we're doing. Okay, thanks.